Hello and welcome to this session from TeKnowledGeeK. I am Akshay and today we are going to discuss about the data analysis, and it is a continuation of the machine learning tutorial we have started. So in the last session we have given a very simple intro. What is machine learning and what are the various steps of it? So the first step is data analysis, and the broad category is data pre-processing. So when we do data analysis, we will use a particular data set. So let's concentrate about the problem statement, based on which we will explain these terms and various techniques. So that data is the adult income data set, and that is particularly like 40,000 rows, that is the sample size, and it has 15 columns, and that is a tabular data and comma separated like a CSV file. That data is easily available in UCI repository or in Kaggle. So you can create an account in Kaggle and easily use that data set, or you can web scrap the data from the UCI repository and use it in your Databricks notebook using a Pandas data frame. So the problem statement is that data have various aspects of or various features of an adult, and you need to determine what are your necessary features or necessary the useful data to determine that adult can earn more than 50k or not. So it's a binary output, either can or can't. So the last column of it is the output column, that it actually gives you the output in 0 and 1 format. So whatever algorithm you will apply on the rest 14 columns, that is your input data set, and you can compare your output with the output data set as well and generate your confidence score pretty easily. And the sample size is also good, so it's a 40,000 around. And let's start this data analysis in my Databricks notebook. First, we will see where we can get the data. So this is the data where the machine learning repository, you can see this is the UCI machine learning repository. So go to the data folder, and these are the data set. So adult.data is your training data, adult.names is the information about the fields, and adult.test is the test data where you can determine the accuracy of your model. So let us copy the URL for adult.data, and let's go to the Databricks. And to get this web scraping, you need to import the URL lib, and to get the Pandas data frame, you need to import the Pandas data frame as well. Now you need to provide the URL. So I have already copied and I will paste it here. So this is my adult data URL. Now you need to read the file. So it is like URL lib dot request dot URL open, and then give the URL, and then you can get it in your trending data. This is your data frame name is equal to pandas data frame dot pandas dot read CSV and the file path. So there you can get the data in the pandas data frame. So training data is the data frame name. Let's run it again. Yeah. Now, if you want to display the data, you can display it like this. And you can get that there is no header in this data. So let's put that header information. So when you do the read CSV, you can mention like header is equal to none, and then you can give the name list as well. So if you just open the name list like this, so these are the names, age. So I have created a list out of 8, that age, work class, final weight, education, education number, marital status, occupation, and relationship, race, sex, capital gain, capital loss, hours per week, native country, and the output column. So let's create a name list here. So it will give you all the uh, field names. So it has like 15 fields in it, and like you can mention like this. So now I reread that file and let's display it properly. Yeah, you see the headers are now proper. Now let's profile the data. So it is the very easy step to analyze the data. So you have several pandas library, that is one is like pandas data profiling library. So you can use it and it will give you readily all the information about the data set you are working on. You just need to provide it the data frame. So let's first install it. It's like pip install pandas profiling, and you need to restart the Python. And now you can import the profile report from Pandas profiling. Let's see how it happens. So you have already installed, so you can have this like you can just comment it out. Okay, I think that comment is successful. That means I can use that profile report. Now I've created a profile is equal to profile report and give the data frame name, and you can mention a title. and you can display it using the display HTML command. So I have restarted Python, so I need to rerun it. Let's display it as well. Yeah. Now let's run it. It will take some time if the data set is very high volume, and you can like give a parameter like minimal is equal to true to get a smaller sample size. And before doing that, you can use the data frame head or shape or info, these kind of commands to get a quick overview of the data. So, yeah, so this is your data analysis in a single command. You see, this is the single command, and this is your DB analysis report, the name, and you can get like overview, variable, interaction, correlation, missing values, sample, and duplicate rows. So let's go to the missing values. Is it having any missing values? Yes, but you cannot see. Let me explain. Let's go to the warning. So it has some the 0 records and capital gain and capital loss, both having the 0 records, and the data set has 24 duplicate rows. And there are number of variables is equal to 15, and number of observation, that means 32k rows. Missing cells is 0 and missing cell percent is 0. Duplicate row is 24 and total size in memory is 3.7 MB. And this is more important. What are the variable types in numerical or categorical? Categorical means non-numerical. So 6, these numerical data fields you are safe. But for this 9, you need to transform it. Like if you have 5 values, then assign 0 to 4, the 5 numbers to the different distinct values. So first you need to, wherever it is categorical, you need to determine the how much distinct data you have. If it is very minimum distinct data, then it is much easier to convert it from the non-numeric to numeric. Let's analyze the data one by one. Age. So it has 73 distinct records. Okay. And it's a numeric data. Work class. So it's also, non-numeric data. It's a categorical data. And see, you see there is a question mark. So that is actually a missing data replaced by question. So you need to identify this question and you need to clean it before you process this data. So this is your missing value, not this one which is by default coming. Okay, so you need to check whether you are having question mark in the data set. And you see there are 9 distinct records, so you can easily convert this categorical data to the numeric data, having 0 to 8 distinct number assigned to each categorical distinct values. Final weight is also the numerical data. Now education is also having distinct rows and it's categorical. Then again you need to convert it as I have explained. Education total number of years, so it's a numerical data, so you don't have to transform it. Marital status, yeah, you need to transform it, 7 distinct records. Occupation, it's a categorical data, yeah, you need to transform it. And relationship, yeah, you need to transform it as well. Distinct record is 6. Race, you need to again transform it, and see there are 5 distinct records, so you need to assign 0 to 4. Sex, distinct value is 2, you can easily convert it to numerical data. Capital gain is having 0 records, so you need to skip these 0 records and use the rest of the records. Capital loss, if is having 0 records, I'm fine with that, as it is numerical data. Hours per week, then it's a numerical record, so I'm fine with it. Native country, it's a categorical data, so I need to convert. Again, you see question mark here, so it has the missing values, I need to take care of it as well. Yearly income is my output record, and it has 2 distinct values, okay, and it is giving the categorical record. I need to convert it to the either 0 and 1 or true or false. The better will be 0 and 1. Now let's see what are the values which will actually impact to decide whether the person can earn more than 50k or not. So age is a very deterministic. You see that age, how much it is varying, and according to the age, income also vary. Same for the work class, yeah. So how much where he is employed, that actually impact his salary. Final weight, I don't think it's a useful data. Let's see which data is it. Final weight, yeah, you see people with the similar demographic characteristics would have the similar weights. That description of the final weight is given here, and by reading this description, I would say that it's not impacting the income if an adult can earn. So let's go back. And education, I think either education or education number of years, any of them will be, because they are always similar data. HS grad will also be proportional to the number of years he has studied. So either of them is useful, not both of them. And marital status, yeah, obviously it is useful. Occupation, yeah, it's useful. And relationship is also useful, and race is also useful, and then sex is also useful. Capital gain and capital loss is also useful, and hours per week is also useful. Native country is also useful. So we take all the data and we will determine, so that how much the output is varying with respect to the input. That analysis we can do and check that what is the x and y relationship between yearly income and these fields. So let's do that in the next session. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned and watch the next video. Thank you.